Hi, welcome to Great Gadgets and Gear. Hopefully this video turns out, as my camera problems seem to never end. Alright, anyways, this is obviously a Pelican Air in front of you. I did a lot of research on these online, watching you guys' YouTube videos before I went and purchased my own. So I'll have some like suggestions or opinions or whatever at the end, but this is the Pelican Air 1535. And I did not purchase it from Pelican. I actually got it from a place called Buy Cases for Less. Going through them, I got a discount on this of 68 bucks. This is with the trekpak divider system inside that looked like the best way, more efficient way. Really liked it. So normally this is like a $300 and almost $40 case with the trekpak because it's so expensive. I ended up getting it for $271, and this is the biggest carry-on size that they have. So, all right, awesome. The handle, okay, it's going to be hard to show you because I'm on this little tiny screen, but let's see what we can do here. The handle goes all the way up here. I just wanted to show you how tall the handle was because that was something I didn't see in some of the videos when people were doing this. So you can figure it out if it's going to work for you with your height. And if my tape measure cooperates, it's roughly 38 inches high. Let's see here. Sorry, these camera problems are really getting to me. Okay, so it's 38 inches high. So for me, it's really comfortable. I'm really enjoying this case. Okay. All right, so there's a lot of reviews on these cases. I'm sure you guys have seen them all. I like the construction of it. It seems really solid. All the handles are nice and beefy. They got rubber on them. There's some replacement videos if you do not like the wheels that are on here. I haven't used it enough to know yet, but they do sell them on Amazon for around 10 bucks. More like little narrower, harder. These aren't too bad rubber, but I think their rubber's a little softer, almost like for like rollerblades. But so you can get those. You can get replacement handles for these on Amazon for 28 bucks, where you'll get both handles and the latches, and you can either get them in the original color that came with it, or you can spice it up and get different colors to make it accent. The latches on this thing are really cool. I really like them. They're very nice and tight, so they latch very well. Okay, and then you've got your foam up on the top there, and then your trekpak down here. Sorry, I'm missing my tripod too, so I'm using a spare one. Okay, so when it arrived, the outer part of the system is already installed. It's not a perfect cut, perfect fit, but you know, it's not going to be perfect, but it's a pretty damn good system, I gotta say. Then you get the separate panels that you cut and splice yourself. A couple of tips I noticed when I was doing this: when you go to their site, Pelican, they tell you to use a tape measure and measure it, and you can do it that way, but what I found was there was some problems with it. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. This is only minimal, but pulling away, if you make them too short, it'll actually pull away from the case. I had to actually recut a couple. So I found the best way to do it is to actually take the piece you want to cut and lay it across wherever you want to cut it and mark it that way. Because their cutter is really great. It comes in this little kit with your pins and your flags, and then the cutter that slides into what it is. It's plastic corrugation lined with foam. So when you go into the little corrugated spots, you know, it slides nice and easy right down the slot. But when you cut like that, you leave a remnants hanging of that. It doesn't cut it perfectly flat. You still get a little bit of the plastic sticking out on either side. So when you add that on both sides, it ends up being one whole size. So it's like half and half. So you have to take that into account when you're doing your measuring. I didn't, so when I ended up doing it the first time, I messed up a couple pieces because it was pulling in so much. But it worked out. So another thing I would suggest, depending on what you're using it for, this is obviously for my new camera equipment that, yes, I'm trying to figure out how to use. So hopefully the videos will get better down the line. I would measure all your equipment, lay it out on your floor at home or whatever, configure it the way you want it to be configured before you purchase a case. I mean, I was kind of limited because I wanted carry-on, so I have to make this work. But my big lens here, this is the Sigma 100 or 150 to 600. It's too big. It's like a ½ an inch too big, so I couldn't put it this way, which would have gave me so much more space in this case to maneuver things. So I had to put it in this way, which still worked out. It's in there pretty snug. I tried to get everything kind of snug, but it worked out pretty good. So another reason that everything is labeled, I have a really hard time with the caps. I'm constantly losing the caps. And then once you take the lenses out, it's actually labeled underneath. That way I don't forget, misplace something, or if something accidentally walks off, I know what I lost. So that's why it's like that. I'm not really that anal. I'm just forgetful. So this worked out pretty good. It holds a lot of stuff. The camera I'm shooting with is this is the Canon SX740. So it's a little on the chunkier side, but it fit in perfectly into this spot. So then I got my lenses. I have a teleconverter, a dock, my camera, some huge lenses. I think they're like, I don't even know what size they are for this. Nope, it's not labeled. Figures. Okay, well, whatever. But it worked out good too with my camera to help, because I didn't want to. I wanted to have some flexibility here in case I get another lens or whatever. So I didn't really smush this down just to fit the camera. I left a little room, put some stuff in there to pad it up. It worked out good. These narrow spots in the back here, at first I thought, oh wow, this is kind of a bummer, kind of a waste of space. What am I going to fit in here? But it turned out pretty good because some of my filters and stuff will fit right in here, and I could be able to fit a couple filters in here. I could fit some cleaning stuff in here. My battery pack fit in here nice. So I got a nice dual battery holder there. And then there's a battery in the camera. And maybe at some point I'll get to do a review on that. And then just some odds and ends I just threw in here for the big open space. You know, chargers, some pistol grip, tripod type things, and then this real narrow here. This was a leftover piece I had. It wouldn't span across, putting it in the normal way. So I kind of jammed it in here the wrong way. But this one will kind of show you if you can see that. Let's see here. See if that my lighting sucks too, sorry. I'm trying not to wash this out. But you can kind of see that the plastic sticks up there a little bit. I don't know if you can see that very well. And that's on either side. So you might want to, there's a track that runs in there through there. So just something to keep in mind when you're cutting them. But this way kind of kept the stuff separated. I got it's hard too because I got a grip on my camera. But anyways, it goes in there to keep it kind of tight. Okay, this was a dual purpose. That was another reason that I like this and why I spent the money on it. because it is carry-on size, this is going to work out perfectly for me, because when I'm out doing stuff, I can take my kit with me and I know it's safe. The only thing when I went online to buy this, I couldn't pick the color I wanted. When I picked this size case with the trekpak, only the color black came up. You can buy them separately, where you buy like the case and the color you want and get it with no foam, no nothing, because it'll be a little cheaper, and then purchase the trekpak for it separately. I don't know if that's going to end up costing you a little bit more money or not. With the place that I bought it from, you could also contact them and explain the situation to them and see if they give you a quote, because they offer quotes, especially like if you buy multiple cases. So I'll put all that information in the description. Very cool. I'll definitely probably be buying from there again. I've watched some videos on Pelican cases versus other cases, and if I can find it again, I'll put it in the description, where this guy, he did them on smaller cases though, but he did all the popular ones, Apache, SKB, just a whole bunch of them in direct competition with Pelican, and put them through torture tests, driving over them, shooting them with a shotgun and stuff. So it's very interesting to watch. Okay, so the dual purpose for this for me, like I said, now when I'm not using this, or if I'm going to travel, maybe I'm going to take a smaller camera or a different setup, this entire kit comes completely out. The top foam pops out. And then through the same company, I got pretty cheap. This is actually for the 1510, is the organizer. So I'm going to Velcro that into the top. So this way I can use it for carry-on, and I can put my clothes in here, and I can have some toiletries in here, or some other, you know, however you want to organize your stuff. I don't leave it in here with the camera gear because there's not any real protection there, because the foam here, it's a double layer system to get it down to help protect your hair. So it's nice that you have that versatility, that you can swap this out back and forth between being protective of whatever gear you're putting in here and actually being able to use it just for like your clothing, like say you're going on a trip with your family or something, you know, instead of business or photography. So that worked out quite nice. I really like that. So there's little screw ports already in this one, but it's set up for this is set up for the 1510, so the holes don't match up. Don't try to screw through this because you'll pop out the top. As you can see, these stick out quite a bit. So the real thick Velcro is your best bet to hold it in there with the weight. I'm going to put three big strips across to hold this on. And then put the soft side here, so when this is gone, this will stick back in here no problem. And then there you go. You know, very versatile. For the money, it was, you know, I considered it quite a bit, because at first I'm like, man, that's really kind of expensive. But with all the camera bags and all the gear I've got, this ended up being the perfect solution. So I'm really, really happy with it. You can lock it, you know, and it does have a holder for your business card. It's just an all-around just nice case. It's well made. It feels really nice when you touch it, when it's pretty durable. I mean, you gotta watch those tests. I'll have to find them for you. But eBay sells handle kits too, but they don't sell them with the top handle. They only sell the one and then the two latches here. Amazon does sell them. If you don't see a color you like, email whoever is selling them and ask them. The gentleman was lucky and nice to send me a link so I could get the one I wanted, because I think I'm going to swap these out for gray down the road. Okay, so that is my Pelican Air 1535. It's an awesome case. I really like it. So far, this is the best divider system I've seen and used, and like it. The replacement panels, I'll have to check. I'll put it in the description for the other company. I know Pelican charges, I think, 30 bucks for them for too long and too short. And I don't know if that includes the pins or not. I have to check all that out. But it can get quite costly to reconfigure this. So that's why I have it set up the way I can, so I can make some minor adjustments for lenses. And I'm going to cut me some interchangeable panels, you know, how you can pull these out and move them around and stuff, so I can, if I don't need to use this time, I can pull it out and I can divide this up for 3 more different lenses depending on the situation. So the versatility of this is amazing. I have the thick padded ones, and some people like them. I don't. They're a pain in the butt to try to move around with the Velcro. They never stay. I just don't like them. They're too flexible. They're too wobbly. They are more heavily padded than this though. But with everything else in this case, I think it's a great system. And time will tell how well this works and holds up and stuff. I've filled it up, I've wheeled it around, you know, just around my house right now, testing it out, and it does fine. Nothing's been bouncing around in there or anything like that. So, all right, if you have any questions or comments, put them down. I'll try to answer what I can for you. Sorry, I'm kind of rushing through this video. I'm trying to test out how long I have on this camera. I'm going to do a couple more quick photography things because I bought some stuff that is really cool and that's worked out for me really nice, so I want to share it with you guys. And then I'm going to swap over and do some just different style videos for you to give you some variety. Alright, thanks for sticking around. Sorry it's been so long. I'm really hoping this video uploads. This has been such a pain. Later on I'm going to do a video on the camera equipment, but that might take a while because I'm still trying to figure out how to use it and be efficient with it. I got a Nikon D7500 I just bought, and so far I'm loving it. It's incredible. It's a pain when you first start out though, trying to get off and get on manual and try to figure out the triangle, and that's a whole nother video. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned to the next video. Take care.